Hi, my name is Mapalo Mkandawire, and I first heard Bootcamp from my auntie when she brought my cousin here. I wasn't so sure what it was about, but then I was interested in knowing what it was about because, yeah, he made it seem fun. And, well, when I reached, at first, the only intention I had was knowing other people and seeing if it was fun or not. I didn't really know if it was about praying or about God or anything like that. I thought it was just a group of, other kids coming to play or something like that. Our team leaders came, then when they introduced the fasting part, I was actually scared because I thought, you know, it would hinder me from paying attention. But it really didn't because hunger didn't really catch me as much as I thought it would because we're occupied with many things. So the first thing we did the following day was we had banker fasting at 02. Waking up was an issue, but then eventually we started waking up and praying. Although in the middle of praying the first time, when getting used, you doze a bit because you still feel like sleeping. But yeah, then after prayers, those who are younger could eat, but then as for us, we never used to eat. And so we sat and then we had our lessons. So the first lesson was about God, like who is God to you? And we were taught that knowing God depends on how God manifested in your life because people have different experiences with God, so we all can't describe God the same way, and that's okay. So yeah, we learned many things, and they put us in groups or teams so that we can have that um, cooperation, and conversating with everyone would be easier. So when I came, there were 4 groups. Yes, and my group was Bombshell. So we also had this thing called Holy Spirit infilling. That I think that was my favorite because I never thought that the Holy Spirit could do that, because when you hear someone goes for prayers and everything, the only thing you see is demons being casted out and everything, and the whole screaming, the crying, the masha involved. So when we thought of prayers the first time, for me, first I was thinking is that going to happen again? But then first they taught us we had a short lesson before we started the Holy Spirit infilling. And then our team leader explained to us salvation. And yeah, then we got to understand. And then when we started with worshiping. Then as time went by, for some reason, I was when the Holy Spirit entered me, I didn't expect myself to cry and scream, because all the time when people have prayers, I'm normally that person who's just standing and crossing my fingers, hoping that they don't tell me I have demons. But then, after the crying and everything, I felt relief from everything, and I just started smiling. I felt that unique peace within, and I feel that helped me a lot. Although many people are different, others were laughing. People received different gifts from the Holy Spirit that day. It was quite beautiful. Then, yeah, so all that experience was actually interesting, and because we were different people from different places, you wouldn't say that maybe this type of class was here. No, even people who are coming from places that are not so good, they were here, and all ages were here except the adults, of course. But they say youths end up to 30 years. We had people who are 20 something, we had people who were little, very little, and all of us were here. We had orphans, we had people who come from families that are alright. Then we also had people that came from backgrounds that were not so safe. But then we all learned to cooperate and talk to one another and be free with one another.